Well, we finally got the intro and the first part of the series uploaded, so I decided that, and I will tell you, after having the autism walk last Sunday, I got to where I had to get a little busy just kind of removing things from my inventory. Had a lot of things out at the show just to kind of show a lot of what I could do, and just kind of probably get a little people's attention to the booth, but it's coming to the point where for my next shows, the one I'll have next month starting out, it's getting where I'm having to do things a little bit different and get back to my normal routine of just putting out things that we can sell for cheap. But do want to come on here and mention a thing or two that it just so happened I have these little things of Colonel Sanders. There's regular Colonel and there's little Colonel. I sort of drew out the patterns myself for these guys and sort of just traced them on the wood and carved them out accordingly. Just make them like that. And then there was the time, I tell you, I put them out there, put high prices on things just because they're a special, unique pattern, something I can't sell much of. And so we don't really know exactly how sales are going to go about most things, but that was just how we worked along with that. Got little things to do where we kind of got to kind of narrow down the head. We already did that in the last video, but I think we're going to kind of try to add a little more structure into the little figures, try to get them where the head needs to be the rest of the way it needs to be. And so I think for one thing, we're probably going to kind of work our way to the top and make it so we're going to separate little ears here and kind of make it so these little ears on the top of the coyote can turn out the way they need to be and ought to be. And we're going to get them up to the top, make it so they're going to work a little ways to the end, I say, and just kind of, and we also just kind of shaved along the back of the neck here where it goes up to the head. I'll tell you, all my little nieces upstairs, my brother was bringing her in and she was saying, "Oh, Uncle Jonathan's here." I say, she can have all her fun upstairs, I'm just down here kind of taking care of a little business. So I say, this little work we have, I say, make it where it's going to have a little time in life. Got the little ears done out the best way they need to be. I think I'm going to kind of shave along the back on this one as well and take my little steps the best way I need to take them and see how we're going to shave along here, come up to the back of the head. We'll kind of make little lines in the wood where we will sort of get the lines right in the place where we need to put in the little ears, make it so it's going to be a great little big coyote thing for us. And like I say, kind of little work we do, bless our souls. I always heard things about coyotes, you know. I used to read about all kinds of creatures when I was a kid, and remember in my National Geographic Wildlife Encyclopedias reading about them and finding out they're not only meat eaters themselves, they have enemies. They have been known to be killed by wolves, golden eagles, and cougars, mountain lions. So, as for a little work here, we come this long way. Some of y'all may even remember the old tale of Pecos Bill, the one who grew up among the coyotes. You know, he was kind of a human man, but he was a member of their tribe. Nobody understood exactly why Pecos was the way he was, but there's little things I've heard about him, legends he's based on. We'll talk about that sometime. But as for now, I've gotten these two head backs and these two heads in. So as of now, we've kind of got to work our way down to making this little part here and kind of shaving our way about it and kind of make it so it's just going to be the coyote it needs to be. Coming along the little front of the body, make it so it's going to be a little offward, little awkward ways we do about things. Make it so it's going to be bright and noisy. Bless the child, bless the children. Oh, I say, and as for now, little work to come along the chin. Make it so it's going to be a little ways work down to what it's going to be. And I even used to read as a kid that coyotes were called prairie wolves. It's a good name for them. Come down here, do this other one the same way we did that last one. Kind of work along here, try to remove the excess wood as best as we can, and kind of see how coyote shall be able to turn out good. I say that little work is being done. Make it so it's going to be just the way it needs to be. Oh, the way they howl at stuff. And I hear that coyotes are kind of like clique animals, you know. They grow up in packs. And as they grow older, they only accept the ones that they've known since their birth. Kind of like clique type humans do. You know, humans can be in cliques sometimes and only want to be around those they've known practically all their lives. Probably knew some people when I was in high school who were a little bit like that, you know, and sometimes they'd only consider you a friend if you were like their own homie or something. So, as for the work that comes along on this, we see how this little thing shall make its way to us. Oh, a little work in life. Oh, and finally shave away whatever we have left to put away. Try to make it so it's going to look the best way it can be. And so I'd say little days have passed along, come down to us. We finally got the front sides of the coyotes done. This looks like a little project that shouldn't take too long to make. So we kind of got to sort of carve along the snout here, the top of the nose, and get the little work done into the creator, and see how this is going to make its best way to be for us. Oh, a good little life, I say, good little word of you. Oh, I say, try to trim the little life out of the figure. Oh, bless children and souls in need. Oh, the way it all goes, I say. And now, this is where we finally got the little nose put in, make it up at the top, and then kind of shave away the rest, kind of make it so it's going to be its own little self, I say. And then it's just like the work as best as it comes. Come along the same little side of the same little freaking figure. Take the same little step on this figure the very same way we took it the very first time. Try to get it so we're carving it out just like the way we say that it ought to be. And then I tell y'all, I'm kind of getting up to where the inside of my index finger might be getting a little callous now and then, because it comes to carving hardwoods, and you'll get a little calloused now and then when you put your extra time and work and effort into what you do. But this is my pure joy sometimes, and this is what I do next to working in a school cafeteria. So little things we say and do, so much to know. Oh, I say, kind of try to get rid of these little markers here. And so time comes when we get away, we're going to do the very weird stuff we do, I say, and make how this shall turn out. Perhaps a little more can be done in the way, make it all come away to where we see what it's gonna be. Maybe we'll make the head a little thinner, you know. Maybe we'll make the head a little thinner, you know, and try to make it so we got a little shorter muzzle, shorter snout. Tell y'all that this little coyote is just what I see in it. And then it's just coming down to where we're going to see a little more with the way it goes, the way it turns, and finally see a little light come shining in what we do, and then finally get to where we're almost down to the end of the face. So you see, that wasn't much hard work at all to do there. We manage it all well, we do it all well, and I say that there's kind of coming along little work we do with the rest, and we're going to find a way to work in all we do and see all the better in all we have. Yes, they're magnificent creatures, you know. Maybe in the next video I'll tell you my little adventures with some at the Wildlife Center. But that's all for this little video series, and thanks for watching. Take care.